What's up, guys? Set of Length back here with some more Insurgency Sandstorm. Today we're looking at the Marksman class, what weapons are best in the Marksman class, and primarily semi-automatic weapons. We know the bolt actions can be nasty. I wanted to look at what could be really good to be more of a diverse weapon. Something that could be up close and personal, that can reach out and touch them. The first one we're looking at today is the SASS. It's like an M16, but a sniper, longer barrel. I believe it shoots a 5.56, so it's a nasty gun here. And I put a combination scope. You see me switching back and forth here. It has the 1x, and I think that's a 3x. Yeah, it's a 3x and a 1x scope. So you can switch in between, and like I said, be a little bit more dynamic with this sniper. Notice I'm holding the outside and pulling security on the outside of the building as my team takes the objective. My job is to hold security and hold the sectors outside of the building, keeping the teammates in the building safe. Just waxing them with that 1x scope. Even at range, I mean, it's a nice little scope I got there. I'm just holding this sector outside, making sure my team is good and taking the objective in the building. Oh. Yeah, that guy meant business. We did get that objective, though. Moving on to the next objective, breaching and clearing. Take those guys out quickly. Throw a frag at the weapon cache. And we've got company. Immediately take out. Wait for that weapon cache to explode. Okay, moving on. Nice little shot there with the 1x scope. And here's a nice angle of being able to switch back and forth. So I start with the 1x, realize, okay, quick switch to the other scope and be able to adjust and hit those targets. The ability to switch to your pistol is important as a marksman. And really, in Insurgency, period. I mean, you have to be good at being able to take that pistol out and give him the business.
Changing my magazine.
Love it. This guy just walks in and kind of stands there. So easy kill, I'll take it. Shiny object. Might as well take that shotgun and give it a feel here. Oh, he comes in behind me and slow motion now. Feathers everywhere. Goodbye. I just thought that was pretty cool. All right, enough of this shotgun. I'm gonna pick that sniper back up. Keep it moving. The Marksman class, I'm usually either on the back of the formation, so towards the back of the, compared to our teammates, or I'm on the adjacent side. In this case, I'm on the adjacent far left flank of the team, getting a nice angle and trying to work out in front of them using my optics. Quick clear with the pistol here, and teammates breaching down. He's coming from the ceiling, or from the roof down, as I'm breaching in here. So that's why I'm coming in, because he's coming in. I want to time that together. Just a cool explosion. To be really frank, that's all that was. Just a cool explosion. Thought that was worth having in here. So I'll let them push first. I'm going to stay in the back of the formation as a rule and really cover them and fail at covering them as he got shot. Normally I'm just looking to cover everybody on the team from the back of the formation, back of where the action is, closest to our spawn point or base. This weapon's just nice, this SASS. You can just come in here and give them the business in CQB and close quarters, uptight and personal, but also still have that 3x scope to reach out and one-shot somebody. So really like the Marksman class. It's a lot like the Advisor class in how lethal the weapons are, but it does require a little bit more skill than the Advisor class, that it has a bunch of fully auto weapons and stuff that is just nasty exotic weapons. The Marksman doesn't have that, but it does have some really nice high skilled weapons like that the EBR we're switching to right now. So we started off with the SASS, now we're moving to the EBR. This thing is just a nasty killing machine. The clips I've got of this will be good, so let's watch this together. Put the bipod on here with I think it's a 3 times and a 1 times. Nasty shot, 1 shot with the bipod, and again I'm covering the team as they're moving up. So bounding movement here, what we are trying to do as a sniper is cover their advance as they're moving up. We call that bounding movement, or leapfrogging, some people would call it. But I'm covering their movement forward. As soon as they get there and they're to their location where they can cover themselves and they're covering, then I'm going to go ahead and move out and I'm going to catch up. So we take turns covering each other. They're covering me now as I covered them on their first advance. So we should be moving only in that sense where someone's always covering us as we move. We're going to go in, reach the objective, and I'm going to pull security again on the outside because I would rather catch these sight lines on their spawn here and keep them from pushing in on our teammates who, frankly, the AI, when I'm playing this alone with the AI, they're really vulnerable. I mean, if you let an enemy AI in to the objective, they're screwed. Your AI are just dead. So I have to think of that and just kind of hold the line and keep anybody from even entering the door or coming close to the door so that we can take the objective. It seems pretty lights out. I either stop them and we get the objective, or I don't and we always lose it. It's like the teammates can never do anything on their own. You're required to pretty much stop them every time. So you see me switching back and forth from the 1 times and just checking all the sight lines because they can spawn on the left, they can spawn on the right. I'm thinking right now maybe they are spawning on the right on the other side of this wall. So I'm backing up to hit the objective real quick just to finish it off, let my team spawn, and then I can get eyes downrange again as they move up. I'm gonna pop this bipod out, really be able to reach out and stop people from even getting to my team as they're moving up. They're covered because I'm putting rounds downrange, and I'm keeping the enemy pretty much at bay, nervous, and taking damage. So we're winning fire superiority right now, and so the teammates can move up as I'm putting these rounds downrange, and they're pretty clueless as to where those bullets are coming from. Even though I've taken out 2 guys, they still really didn't know where I was at. So as they move up, I'm just going to keep getting closer, keeping eyes out in front of the team, using my optics, peeling heads off. As they're moving in, they're safe. I'm going to keep shadowing their movement, but be in the back of formation. So I don't want to catch all the way up with them. I want to stay in the back of formation. I want to keep eyes on any sight lines that can see them. So any areas that might see them. I'm thinking on the right. I'm watching on the right, even though my sight is down on the left. I'm watching in the top right of that bridge. Make sure they're not going to breach from that right side too, because I know they come from that fence on the right. So I'm watching with my scope here, but I'm checking my periphery. I'm thinking that right the entire time. Yes, I just checked it there. Once they're in the objective, now I'm going to move up so I can get eyes to try to block people from getting in there. I just totally missed that guy from getting in. So the enemy's in there with my teammates. I'm real nervous now. Got to finish this guy off and get in there. And I don't even get the kill. A teammate took him out. And we're pretty much moving on. So it's a rarity that the teammates could take care of themselves, but this time they did. And yeah, go them. Again, I'm letting them move out first as a marksman. I'm letting them move out. Then I'm staying in the back. As like if I was the breacher, I'd be out front. If I was the commander, I might be out front. A little bit nervous about that. I like to kind of stay in the middle as the commander. But as a marksman and a gunner, I'm pretty much going to stay in the back. And that's going to be the next video that we come out with, is the gunner and what guns that we want to use, what loadouts we like using with the gunner class. So this is the Marksman, of course. We got the EBR, the SASS. Nasty shot right there. Peeling melons. I just could not seem to hit this guy. I mean, I hit this window frame. I hit that coat hanger. I hit the register. I mean, I hit this guy's everything except for his body, his person. I mean, look, finally I get this guy. I'm like, all right, we got to switch to something else. It's time. We're going now to the Dragunov, or the SVD. The SVD sniper with a 1x iron sight and a 3x. So it's a 3x and a 1x iron sight rather than the 1x red dot. But I start thinking real thin here and get behind this tree. Start using this tree as cover. Pretty nasty little plays here. Just popping them with this SVD. I mean, just one shot, semi-automatic. The rate of fire is there. Control, the power. It's good. It's a good little setup here. I put the grip, or the recoil grip, on this. I have the compensator, or the flash hider. Actually, I put the flash hider on the end of that SVD, and the recoil grip, the 3x 1x iron sight. You see, he's trying to use his iron sight, which is not pretty, but I just like it. I think it feels badass when you switch to that iron sight. This guy has me cornered with a Molotov, so I just switch to that iron sight and just light him up. I know they're coming around this corner, so I'm still sitting on this tree, kind of working this bus. I know I have to reload, or it's getting low, so I switch to the pistol here, but still run out of pistol and have to go back and retreat again. I think a teammate saved me there with a Molotov or something. I'm not sure who saved me there. I thought I was definitely fucked, but somehow I lived. So thank you, Breacher guys. And I'm gonna reload, check everything, let them move up, get eyes where they could maybe see the enemy. I'm always trying to look at where someone can see my teammates, right? So any of those sight lines, I'm gonna try to get up high to get eyes out ahead of the teammates. I'm looking in that window right now, seeing if somebody's gonna pop out of that window and hit my team. I'm gonna get him first. So I've got eyes there. I'm generally always playing devil's advocate of where in the sight lines, in the archways, in the, you know, in your sight lines across the top of your vision, where could they be? And running my eyes through those sight lines back and forth, back and forth. Take this objective with the old pistola. A Beretta, nasty. 9mm. Or some knockoff Beretta if it's not a Beretta. This is the SVD. Pretty nasty stuff. Last one I want to showcase. I've got one more I want to show you. Look at this. Look at this boy, the Garand. Now, I only show you this 3x scope with the Garand. I'll take it out here. The good old Garand with a 3x, just to show you what not to use. This is the ugliest and most worthless scope ever. Look at this thing. I mean, you can go iron sight and that's fine, but the iron sight on the Garand is rough too, so it's not really a solution. I only took this out and left this in here just so you guys can see. Do not use this scope. That's trash. Okay, so then I switched it to the EOTech. EOTech 2x, 1x. Fantastic choice there. This works out great. So if you're running the Garand, I highly recommend something like a 2x, 1x. That 3x, oh my god, 3x, 1x with an iron sight on the Garand. Terrible choice. Probably just my novice prowess with the Garand as a whole. But if I'm... Look, hold on. Do you just see the teammates that are just running against the wall? They were just trying to run up the mountain. I'm sorry, they're ridiculous. Should have noticed that. But yeah, they were licking the walls rather than just running up the path. They do that sometimes. The AI is not the smartest in Insurgency, but they're working on it. I'm looking forward to 6 days in Fallujah for that reason, because I think our AI is going to be much better, or at least we'll be able to control our AI better in 6 days in Fallujah. But you're just putting rounds down range, trying to hit these guys. Couldn't really understand why I couldn't hit them, but it was close if I didn't. There we go. Now we can drop a couple. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, really? There we go. All right. Got them all. Just keeping our eyes out in front of the teammates, as always. Same deal. Watch those sight lines up above your teammates. Wherever your teammate has their back, keep your eye there. Keep it moving, keep it moving. We're fast forward here a little bit. This is the Garand with the EOTech. And again, the flash hider. For one reason or another, I just tend to go with the flash hider. Don't really need the compensator, and I don't spend my points that way. Ooh, nasty shot there. There's one more kill. And that is that. I hope you enjoyed the Marksman video. Enjoy these weapons. Give the video a like, a subscribe to our channel. I greatly appreciate. And yeah, that's it. See ya.